Hello and welcome back to Tactical Tuesday with Johnny Tiger on December 5th, 2023. This is going to be the last Tactical Tuesday before the show go off air for my winter vacation. And today we're going to go back to basic and talk about pad work because pad work is something that you're going to encounter a lot on your martial art and self-defense journey, and it can be very detrimental to you and your partner if you guys don't practice it well. So we're going to talk about that today. But before that, we are going to hear from our sponsor first.
Welcome to my parlor. Welcome, traveler, to the Hidden Corner Finds. I am Joanne, and this is my humble store. Pull up a chair, stay a while, make yourself at home. What? Oh, you want to know what I'm selling? Everything and anything. In short, I have a passion for. Ugh, why did it just bleep me? All I said was, I have a passion for picking, I said. Yeesh. You can't say anything on YouTube these days without this censorship. Anyways, as I was saying, I have a passion for picking. For me, there is nothing more satisfying than finding a unique and forgotten item and uniting it with someone who will really appreciate it for years to come. Whether it's a soapstone carving, an old book, or simply a mug to make you laugh, I try and find something for everyone. My goal is to make you a confident buyer. Older items often have a lifetime of stories to tell. I strive to describe the good as well as the bumps and bruises they've experienced along the way. It's important that the pictures reflect what you will receive. To that end, I always encourage questions and will do my best to respond as quick as possible. Appreciate you stopping by the store. If you can't find what you're looking for, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm always looking for new ideas and will keep an eye out for your item in my travels.
Honey, what the happened to my action figure collection?
Whoops, gotta go. Bye.
Okay, so let's talk about pad work. I don't remember if I have done an episode on this before. Even if I had, it is something very important to rehash because this is going to be kind of surprising for you guys, right? But if you have done any kind of extensive striking training, you you know what I'm talking about. The majority, I've been doing martial art for almost my whole life, um, over 30 years by this point. Yeah, I know I'm that old. Uh, the majority of injuries I have suffered from martial art training during training resulted in pad work, resulted from pad work. Okay, so it's not from getting punched in the face in sparring, it's not from getting my ankle broken in sparring. I mean, things like that happen too. But at least in those cases, I put myself in a dangerous situation. I agreed to spar against someone, an accident happened, and I'm okay with that. But to hurt myself during pad work, it's totally ridiculous. Okay, anywhere from skinning my knuckle on the pad, because in self-defense we don't wear gloves. When you do karate, you don't wear gloves and stuff like that. If you're boxing, that's different. You wear gloves. You do MMA, you wear gloves. But you do Krav Maga, you don't wear gloves. So anywhere from skinning my knuckle on the pad because the angle was weird, or hyperextending my friggin' arm and hurt the heck out of my elbow or wrist because the pad wasn't where I thought it was going to be. Uh, all kind of silly little injuries. And of course, injuries happen when I am the one holding pad too. And we're going to talk about that. So suffice to say, even though pad work is so basic, so simple, you can end up with a lot of injuries if you don't practice safe and proper pad work etiquette. A couple of things to keep in mind. First, let's talk about what are pad works. What is constituted pad work? Obviously, most people in their mind they are thinking about the kind of pad work that you see on boxing and stuff like that, where one person holds the pad and either the coach will call numbers, or the partner holding the pad will call number, and you go one, and the person hit one, and you go two, the person hit two, you go three, and the person hit three, you go four, the person hit four. I'm like totally not doing it properly because it's just me. I don't have another person. So it's almost like I'm doing a hand puppet. But you guys get the idea. That is the basic pad work, right? You guys are thinking about. But that's not the only kind of pad work. There are other more advanced pad work when you are training, such as put your pad against your body and move around the room, move around your partner, and anytime you suddenly put the pad out and they have to hit it as soon as you put it out because you're going to put it out and put it back in and see if they can hit it quick enough. It's like a really fun game of whack-a-mole, right? That's actually a lot of fun. So when you put it out, you can go like this. If you want them to throw straight, jab, you put it out straight. You can walk around them. You put it out like this on the side. That means they got to hit it with a hook. You can walk around and you put it out down here by your leg. That means you want them to kick. Yeah, roundhouse kick, right? Although this is not a this kind of small pad. Don't don't try to do roundhouse kick. Okay, it's going to hurt you. Um, you can move around, have the pad against your body, and then when you put it out this way, down facing down, you invite them to do an uppercut, right? So that's a different kind of pad work. There's of course a more static kind of pad work where the partner holding the pad is holding this against our belly, and the partner doing the punching basically just throw the body shot as hard as they can at us, right? It's against my belly, and you as a partner with holding the pad, you make very helpful suggestions such as, "Come on, hit harder. You hit like a girl." Yeah, yeah. And try to let them work on the power of their punches and stuff like that. So why do we do pad work? A lot of new students have asked me or mentioned this before. They said, "Why can't we just work on the punching bag? It's so much easier hitting the punching bag, and I can work all my stuff on the punching bag." Well, yes, you can, but no, you can't. Why? Because punching bag is simple. It just stands there, right? So this means your fighting style, your punches, your kicks become very one-dimensional, very static. By working your pad work, you introduce a live human, a live target in there, which means now you actually have to focus. Okay? From hitting something like Bruce, where you have a whole big area you can hit anywhere, which means if you make a mistake, you don't really know it. From that to hitting a 6 by 4 square pad, the person's holding, which means if your form is off, if you hit the wrong angle, you glide off to the side or you miss it completely. Okay, so by doing your pad work, you work on your accuracy, you work on your focus, and also you work on your ability to solve problem on the spot. Because you know what? Part of pad work is that I may be calling numbers for you, so I may be calling one, maybe two, maybe three, but anytime, and this is more advanced stuff, anytime, like uh, when I think you're not paying attention, I'm going to lash out with the pad and smack you with the pad, right? To see if you're blocking. You're not going to get that from the punching bag. So this is why pad work is very important. You're getting way more from the pad work than you ever would from bag work. Also, pad work in my experience, it's one of the best way to get people to work together, to bond in class, to have that group mentality, group mindset, for people to get to know each other and have some fun. Okay, and again, you don't get that from back work. You have to work your pad work to partner up with someone to actually learn about that person, learn how they move, and you get to know them that way. And other people don't realize that when you do pad work, most of the time, the person holding the pad should be much higher level. Why? Because there's a lot of trust in pad work. Okay? When you are the person hitting, you need to be able to trust the person to hold the pad the right way. Otherwise, you're going to skin your knuckle, you're going to hyperextend your arm. You might hit them in the face by accident. Okay? So this person who is holding the pad need to be fearless, need to know what they're doing, which means they need to be higher level. If you get a newbie, you get a white belt to hold pad for a black belt, it's crazy. Like it's so nerve wracking, right? Like that black belt might blast all the way through that pad. You wouldn't like you wouldn't be able to stop that. So ideally, the person holding the pad should be higher level or stronger in any case, right? Um, and this is not me talking schmack about the opposite gender, but a lot of time I hate it when it's a smaller person, or in some cases a female holding the pad for me, because when the female is holding the pad, they don't have enough body mass or force or strength to make it nice and firm. So a lot of time I have to do baby punches, right? When I'm when they say one and the pad is there, I have to like that. I can't put my weight into it because the different in size, the different in experience. If they hold the pad and they say one and I go boom, it's going to fly right into their face, right? But by holding myself back, doing little baby punches, it's not doing anything for me. I'm not getting a workout. I'm not getting anything out of it. So yeah, again, pad work, the pad holder should be higher level, stronger, faster, and there's a lot of trust involved on both sides. Me as a hitter, I need to be able to trust you to do your part, to have that pad ready when I throw my punch. As a holder, you need to be able to trust me, not be an ass. Okay? And this is something very important. Hitters, don't be a butthole about it. Right? The person holding the pad is doing you a favor. It's not a real fight. It doesn't earn you anything to trick them and throw a punch and hit them in the face. Right? They're holding the pad for you. They're doing you a favor. They're letting you train. So throw your punches according to their speed, not your speed. The workout is for you, not for them, right? So what I mean by that is a lot of people when they do pad work, the pad holder, they go 1, 2, 3, and then their hand will move at that speed. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And that's good. If you as a hitter work with that tempo, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? If you want to speed up, you got to tell them to speed up. You can't have the pad holder doing 1, 2, 3, and then you as a hitter go pow pow pow. You're going to injure them. You're going to hit them in the face because that's not what they are moving at. That's not their pace. Okay? Again, this is not a real fight. The pad holder is not here to fight you. The pad holder is here to hold the pad for you. So work with them. Don't try to hit them on purpose. Don't try to hit them intentionally. Now, with all that said, I'm going to give you guys four little things to keep in mind to really tighten up your pad work to make the experience better for everybody. Uh, Number one, pad holders. This is a big one. Never hold this close to your face. This should be very obvious, but so many people make this mistake when they go one, they hold it like 5 inches away from their face. They one, two, three, okay, four. They hold it so close to their face that you know there's no way for the hitter to actually commit anything to it, right? For me, if the person's doing this, if I sense the person's doing this, I don't even want to hit it because I know the moment I hit it, it's going to bounce back into their face, even if I don't go hard. Okay, so holder, never, never hold this near to your face. Yeah, it's going to come back and hit yourself in the face when the person hit it. Number two, meet the hitter halfway. Okay, don't just hold it out and let them hit it. Right? That is not good pad work. Good pad work, you need to meet them halfway. So the holder is almost like you're punching with the pad and meet their fist halfway. So rather than this thing hanging here in the air and you say one and I go one and see what happened immediately. This gets bounced right back towards the holder because you don't have any momentum and I have momentum. So when I hit it, it's going to bounce back like that, right? Even though it wasn't anywhere near my face, it almost hit me. And this is me doing it to myself. So the proper way to hold pad for your partner is to smack their hand, meet them halfway. So when you call one, rather than staying in midair, you want to snap this out towards their hand. One, two, three. One, two, three. Right? See, no bounce, no bounce at all, because I'm hitting their hand with my pad. I'm meeting them. So their momentum, my momentum, rather than their momentum, me, no momentum, and I'll bounce back, right? So meet them halfway. Number three, don't cringe. Okay? Don't cringe. Because the moment you start cringing, your partner is going to hurt themselves. I hate this crap, right? Like I said, I hurt myself so often during training. And why? It's because a lot of time when I start hitting a little bit harder, rather than communicating with me and say, hey Johnny, can you hit lighter? The person start cringing. So when they say one, I expect them to meet me. Boom, but what I get instead is they say one and I punch, and that happened. It, because they're cringing back, so when I punch, I go past the pad and now I hyperextend the hell out of my elbow and I scrape my knuckle, right? I hate that crap. So don't cringe. Use your words. Talk to your partner. If you think they're going too fast, you think they're going too hard, tell them to lighten up, right? Number four, learn proper body alignment. When you hold pads, this is to prevent you as a holder from getting injured. A lot of time injury happen when, okay, let's talk about the most simple one. You hold for number three, which is a hook coming from the side. And a lot of people will hold it like this. Okay, up, their forearm is vertical, up and down. The pad is facing sideways. They look like they're holding like a telephone, right? Don't hold it like that. Why? Because the moment I hit, your arm is going to bend out like this, and you are going to injure your elbow. You're going to injure your wrist, right? So the proper way to hold for number three and number four, the punches that come from the side, is to stick your elbow out. Have your forearm horizontal to the ground. So this way, when I hit, you have structure. You're aligned properly. There's nothing that's going to get injured, no matter how hard I hit, right? If you have your arm up and down, like vertical like this, when the moment I swing hard, either this is going to miss, I'm going to hurt my fist, or it's going to bend snap your arm outward, and you're going to hurt your elbow. Okay, so that's very important. Those are the four things uh, to keep in mind. Don't cringe, proper alignment. Don't hold it close to your face and meet your hitter halfway. Okay? I'll even give you one little bonus. If you're the person calling number for your hitter, don't do this. One, one, two, three, three, four, three. Okay, this is not Tai Chi, right? Unless you're doing Tai Chi, but it's not supposed to be Tai Chi. Okay, when you call number, when you use the pad, be snappy about it, be crisp. Okay, one, two, three, two, three, two, three, three, four, one, one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, three, four, three. Okay, that's how you do it. Because if you go like three, four, three, one, two, three, okay, even if you're okay with that, your hitter going to get really bored by 2 minutes. Okay, they are not going to be able to get any adrenaline in there. They're not going to be able to work their punches properly. Like I said, it's going to turn into Tai Chi, and you don't want that. With that, we come to the end of this episode, and I'll be back again tomorrow for some Wisdom Wednesday. Have a good night.